So I used to work at a camp called Rock and Sea Ranch, and it's just north of Tyler, Texas. And one summer we were going through a drought, and I wasn't doing the smartest thing. I was wearing flip-flops, and it was night, very dark. Couldn't even see my hand in front of my face dark. And all of a sudden I feel this, and I think, oh, that was a weird feeling, what is that? And I thought maybe it was a scorpion, because I see scorpions every once in a while, and I thought, I got stung by a scorpion, this sucks. Then all of a sudden I feel little tiny, what feels like ant bites coming up my leg, and I'm thinking this isn't good. And it starts to tingle, and then it doesn't feel so good. And then I literally feel like my leg is on fire, and I'm just like, oh, there's two little tiny red dots, and I just start screaming, I've been bit, I've been bit. Of all the deadly snakes that exist in Texas, all of them do exist on the ranch. And so we were like, oh gosh. So we rushed to the emergency room. They think it was a baby copperhead. So my whole leg swelled up, all of the hip joints, the knee joints, the ankle joints, everything was swollen. And everybody knew about it, so the rest of summer I was known as Snakebite.
My dad actually owned shoe stores, and he opened his first shoe store back in 1960 in South Carolina, which was really difficult for him to do because all the windows were broken out of our house by the Ku Klux Klan. It was really kind of an interesting thing, and you know, my dad said, no, we can't be afraid, and I learned just so much from him about perseverance and staying the course, because he ended up having 3 stores in 3 different towns, and he stayed the course, and he had his business for 30 years. He said to me, he says, I started my business just on my gut. He said, but you can start your own company based on, you know, your education. So I went and I got an MBA, I did all of the right things, and that's what I own now. I own the largest African-American owned corporate travel management company in the country, Georgia International Travel. And that's why I'm in Texas, because I travel the globe.
I'm Thierry. I'm coming from France, from Paris. I live in Paris and work in Paris. This is a country that I like, that I love since I was a teenager. And you know, when I was 8 years old, my dad gave me a book, an exercise book for training my English. As a Frenchman, you know, sometimes from the outside you look to the country, you have some ideas, but sometimes it's false ideas. Because people are not like us. In France, we're sometimes a little bit cold, calm, you know, too calm, too cold. And really, in America, people are really, really nice.